other. So we must maintain our own original DNA. It's the gold. It's the gold. And that's why I believe let's try to be as organic as possible. So all of these man-made electronics and artificial technology emits frequencies. And maybe it's not visible to the human eye, but it's affecting us. So everything carries a frequency, a vibration. Even words like I speak of, our thoughts carry a vibration. And that is how we are going to connect to each other, is through our thoughts, because our thoughts have feelings and emotions attached. They are charged impulse. That's why if you think of someone and you're clear, they might realize that and they contact you. Maybe they call you, maybe they text you, maybe they visit you. And these are just all ways for you to start to begin to understand yourself more and more. Now, nature is the safest place to stand, I can say, within trees and plants and grass. Now, if you want to ground yourself in another way, I shared with you how to ground yourself where you're sitting here and you're aware of your surroundings and you imagine your feet. You can go out to a healthy, strong tree and you can sit on the roots, stand on the roots, and collect its energy, and it will ground you. It's a source for you. Nature is a source. All right, so now let's get on to step 4. Step 4 is all about turning off your electronics. I'd like you to sit in a quiet space. Now, right now, here we are. It might not be the most simplest thing because you're trying to hear me, but in your separate moment, maybe do this, or you can just kind of walk through this with me right now, because this is all about your hearing beyond the walls of the room. So what I'd like you to do in another moment is to turn off all your electronics, sit in a quiet space. And we're going to go through the basic steps that we already did, which is you're going to let out a breath. You're going to imagine all of your energy traveling through your arms, okay? You're like a rag doll, and you're letting go of any tension in your arms, and you're putting all your weight in your bottom. You're pushing away all the thoughts, any doubt that you can do this, because you can. And now I'd like you to focus on your breath. Have concentration and focus. And I'd like you to tune into your hearing. And I'd like you to hear everything in the space that you're in right now. Maybe you're hearing some appliances. Maybe you can hear outside your window. I have my window open. Maybe you're hearing in your building. Maybe there's someone moving around in another room in your home. I'd just like you to hear and listen for a moment. What are you hearing? We're focusing on our hearing because we are stretching. We are stretching our clair-senses together. And this is, like I said, baby steps, but you will realize, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you will start to begin to receive information from an outside source. So first you're going to listen within the space that you're in, the surroundings you're in. And then you're going to try to listen beyond the walls of the room. Maybe it's beyond the building outside. Maybe it's a block. Maybe it's a mile. Maybe it's to the closest city or town. You're going to try to listen as hard as you can, with as much focus as you can. And then even beyond that, you can listen out into the sky, out into the solar system, off planet. So together, let's try this right now and let's see what information we receive. And my suggestion to you is, you've done all of the little steps to get here and you're relaxed. Let out a breath. Now it's not by your thoughts. You're pushing away any doubt. You're pushing away any fears. You're pushing away any thoughts. What are you hearing right now? Beyond the walls of the room. I'm going to tune in myself. This is your clairaudience. So what I'm receiving is I'm actually receiving someone's telling me some very positive comments. Over and over again, I'm hearing the word hope. I'm hearing all kinds of words right now. And I'm just checking to make sure that everything is turned on right now because my computer seems to keep going off and on. All right, so what did you hear? I heard the word hope. I am actually receiving like a comforting feeling. So I was actually getting two of my senses working at once. I was getting feeling and I was getting hearing. And it's very positive. So what I'm receiving is, and maybe the suggestion is not as specific as it should be. Maybe we should go, what am I hearing? We'll try it again. Here's another suggestion. What is happening here? What is happening right now a mile from where I am? So that could be in a lot of different directions. I'm not giving coordinates, I'm just saying a mile from where I am. And you can ask yourself that as well, a mile from where you are right now. Okay, so I just I saw pavement and I heard honking and I think it was at a traffic light. I don't know what you received. Okay, so next. You are going to receive all of these impressions from an outside source. Maybe you're going to hear messages like we just did with clairaudience. Maybe you're going to see a mental picture, an actual space, or maybe you're going to feel. All right, so step 5 is basically, hi. Okay, so step 5 is going to be the activation of your mind's eye, your third eye chakra. And I'm going to give you a few suggestions about activating your third eye. Now, you can close your eyes and you can imagine a beam of light traveling right here. Imagine the size of a quarter between your two brows right here. And you're imagining there some kind of portal, some kind of gateway into your mind, into another realm. But it's really taking place right here between your two brows. And you can ask, as this is happening, you're closing your eyes, you're imagining this whitish color beam of light hitting you right here. You can ask for your third eye to be opened. Ask and you shall receive. You can also try tapping the spot right here. You can try circling it with your finger to move in a circular motion. So clairvoyance is intuitive sight, sense, and you're seeing other realms, spirits, visions of the future, past, present, and you're going to receive messages in the form of symbols and images. So it might be a mental picture. It might be a little bit of a story. Like all the other clairsenses, you're going to have a knowing. It's a knowing and it's coming from an outside source. It will feel like a physical sensation. All right. Let's begin to practice and become more comfortable with these abilities. You will master one that is easy and comfortable to reach, and with practice, all of the clairsenses. So I say you can master at least once. That's going to be easiest for you. And we can't choose which clairsense that we're going to be able to do easily. It just is, everyone's going to be different. We all have talents and abilities. Mine are going to be different than yours. Yours are going to be different than the next person's. But all of us are capable of mastering at least one, possibly three, maybe all of them. Maybe all of them. Maybe you're a channeler. Maybe you're a clairvoyant. Maybe you're a medium. Maybe you are able to tune into people and you're able to pick up an object of theirs, and you have what's called, you're able to do what's called psychometry, and you're able to read them without having them within close proximity, and you can determine what they look like, what their name is, where they are. Maybe you're a remote viewer and you can be given information or a suggestion and you can tune into a certain location somewhere here on planet or off planet. Maybe in someone's home, maybe across the continents. Okay, so I'm going to give you a suggestion to allow an ESP impression to enter. So an impression is something that you're going to feel like a physical sensation. Maybe it's a sound, a feeling, a memory, a mental picture, a location, a communication with an outside source. You must reject any kind of thoughts to interpret it. You're going to allow your clairsenses to take over. So we're going to push away thoughts. And you're going to watch as events are formed without thinking. So let's begin to accept whatever we receive. Don't doubt it. Don't say like, oh, I'm a little crazy, or it's not true. It is true. Each of us are capable of receiving information based on our vibrational frequency. And whatever information you received, you can hold on to it, you can grab onto it, and you can embrace it and you can expand on it. It's meant for you. Whatever information you receive is meant for you. Just like whatever dreams you have at night are meant for you. They are guidance. And if you receive some kind of image or information, maybe it's going to be an opportunity, maybe it's going to be about a love interest, maybe it's going to be a direction you should go in, or it might be a forewarning to protect yourself from something. Maybe it's positive, maybe it's something that's dangerous. So let's accept these impressions are meant only for you. There are no practical explanations. Suddenly you will know something. So let's begin to practice together right now. So what I'd like you to do is let's all go through the steps of relaxation. Okay, so we're going to tune into one clairsense. I'm going to give a suggestion. We're all going to be quiet. You're going to allow yourself to receive the impression and focus and concentrate. Now I'd like you to keep some kind of journal to jot down. Maybe you're going to hear a word, maybe you're going to see a picture. So this is all ways for you to stretch your clairsenses. Now at first it might seem like, I don't have any proof. Just accept. The more you accept, the more experiences you will have, and the faster and better you will become at this. Maybe you're going to be sending information without realizing it to someone else. You're telepathic. You're sending anything, a feeling, a thought, something to someone else. You're capable of that. We're going to start to build on all of our abilities and talents, okay? All right, so now let's do this right now, because after you've opened and expanded your consciousness and awareness, you are most likely going to start to receive premonitions of events, forewarnings, dreams, visions, which are a strong feeling about something that's about to happen, a possible future event. All right, so we're going to relax right now. We're going to close our eyes, and I'm going to give a suggestion. And you're going to choose one of your clairsenses, right? One of your clairsenses. Keep track of your sleeping dreams. Write them down. Jot them down. Get a dream journal. It doesn't have to be a formal dream journal. You can get a journal, a piece of paper, write it down, because there's going to be information that comes through in your dreams that are going to guide you. Your thoughts are powerful. Your intention, let's have a commitment to do our best. We can change our outcomes through our thoughts. We can grab onto some kind of sensation or thought that we have, and we can either manifest and have it expand, or we can just shut it off and throw it away. It's entirely up to you. I'd like to remind you to have belief that good things are coming. I always say I would have this dream that I'd get out of my bed and there would be this rectangular window, and I'd go to the window, and through the window I saw light on the horizon, the sun rising, and I saw yellows and oranges and reds, and good things are coming beyond your view. A difficult situation will improve. Let's believe and be optimistic that good things are coming. All right, so before we go, I want to do a ball of light with you. And what is that exactly? We are going to create a ball of energy, and we're going to bring it in the outside world. And if you want, you can bring it in the inside world. There's a lot of things you can do with a ball of light. So you rub your hands together, and hopefully you feel as though when you take them apart that you have some kind of energy on the palms of your hands, some kind of frequency, and you want to create a cupped hand. If you can. If you don't, if it doesn't work after you separate your hands, then just keep them like this far apart away from your body, and you can just do this. But if you can cup the hands and feel some kind of sensation on your palms, then you've created a ball of light. And I always say, bring light around you. We all have an energy field, a human energy field that surrounds our bodies. And I'd like to remind you that you can bring light into that energy field. You can take away darkness and negativity through a ball of light. Okay? You can hold the light, and you can imagine yourself in the ball of light. You can imagine yourself, you can use it as a teleportation device, and you can imagine, where am I if I'm standing in this ball of light? Or I'm going somewhere. Where am I if I'm standing next to it? Just by holding it, does it take me to another location? These are all things we can do, okay? All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back with more videos, and I'm wishing you well. And as always, I spin light, and you're in the center of it, and you're making a wish. I want good things for you. It doesn't matter where you live, what you look like, what you have, or what you do. You're a beautiful being of light. You're highly advanced, and you're right in the middle of it, and I'm spinning light, and I do it clockwise 3 times and counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 1, and you're in the middle of it, and you're making a wish. 1, 2, 3, and I'm sending it to you. Be well. Thank you.